Hey y'all, it's Perkyy, and what you guys see right here is a channel called The Daily Source. Right now, they are at 274 subscribers. The goal is to get them to 1K. If you guys can please go over and subscribe to the channel. Link is in the description. What they post is all sports related content, so you're going to get the best quality sports highlights on this channel. Again, remember, the goal is to hit 1,000 subs, and I know the Perkyy gang can do it. Make sure you guys go over to the channel, subscribe, hit the like button, share, comment, all the above, and help this channel get to 1,000 subscribers. I love you guys. Now enjoy the rest of the video. Hey y'all, it's Perkyy, and in today's video we have a reaction to when a woman challenges a man, she instantly regrets it. Now I think the title and the thumbnail speaks for itself, so I ain't gotta do too much commentary. So I'm gonna go ahead and
instances, they just so happen to, well, they didn't.
yeah.
There are women instantly regretting challenging men. UFC fighter versus a girl with a slight height advantage. Did I say slight? I meant to say severe. The UFC fighter here is named Merab Dvalishvili. He's a bantamweight top 5 fighter and on an 8-fight winning streak in the UFC. So yeah, the dude can scrap. The female here is Katerina Cavallero.
That's cold.
At 6'5" and is 1-1 as a boxer. She's got everything that I, a 5'10" man that's too scared to compete, wants. The two are seen lightly sparring. Merab is having a bit of fun and shoots in for a half-hearted takedown, but is lifted up into the air, perhaps higher than he's ever been.
That's disrespectful.
Cavallero shows off her kicking savvy and her height, as she playfully throws a few kicks that could have given Merab a haircut. Merab turns things up a bit though, as he takes her down with ease. I mean, he's a top-tier UFC fighter, so it's not that wild that he's able to send this skyscraper of a woman falling. Merab was a very good sport here, but he showed that he's pretty much untouchable. Training too hard goes wrong. So the girl here is training like she's fighting. She's putting
like she's fighting for her life.
Shots, which is A, not a good way to train, and B, leaves one susceptible to counter strikes. She eats a lead hook and a body shot, which puts her down on the mat. Do you think she had this coming? Or could it possibly be the nature of the gym? We can't know for sure, but she certainly looks dangerous. Mixed BJJ match is absolutely one-sided. We heard this match was delayed because the two competitors couldn't find their gis. Get it? Because they're camo? Whatever.
Bye.
So here we see the man sporting a blue belt going against a female adversary rocking a red belt. I'm not sure what a red belt is, but jiu-jitsu competitions often make someone wear a different belt, so it's easier to declare who gets points and who wins. The match starts, and this man's chivalry was also wearing camouflage, because it wasn't seen. Okay, no more camo jokes. The man picks up the woman and slams her to the mat.
I'm so focused on the video, I'm not even focused on his commentary.
Slams usually aren't allowed, but this competition has an ersatz feel to it, so whatever. He probably could have snuck in a weapon and been okay. The original clip cuts from the man fishing for mount to attacking an armbar, so it's safe to say that after a long and exhausting battle, he earned the position he was looking for. Or he just got it immediately after.
There's something about that move that's dangerous to me.
But yeah, our male competitor snatches that arm and begins to hyperextend it, forcing the tap. Mixed sparring shows levels to fighting. We love some good kickboxing rounds. Per the original video, the man is named Andre and the girl is Lena. I could have those backwards, but I'm gonna roll with the man being named Andre for now. Our girl Lena gets put into a corner, and Andre lightly puts his hands to work. She circles away, but eats a few more shots for her trouble. Lena shows that she's got a decent striking acumen, but Andre is just a few steps ahead at all turns of this match. He's taking it light on her due to him being a bit more skilled and much more powerful, but even his light strikes are effective. Andre rips the body a few times, and it seems to slow Lena down. Everything Lena has to offer is met with a more effective counter response. The exchanges get a bit heavier as Lena tries to switch the game plan up.
Dang.
She's not having success going tip-for-tap with Andre, so she tries to swarm him with punches. Unfortunately for her, a few more body shots have her crumble back into a defensive position and makes her weary of attacking again. If you've ever been hit pinpoint in the liver, you know that even the lightest shot will have you wanting to hit the fetal position and take a nap. Lena is tough as heck though, and tries her best not to show she's hurt. But a poker face doesn't cover her body language. Ultimately, this was a great round of sparring. Probably painful, but beneficial to both Andre and Lena. Another BJ...
I will say this. I think it's cool that a woman and a male are training, because at the end of the day, him hitting you in these areas is because, like, I told y'all this in the last video that we reacted to. Like I said, I love the confidence, but it would never be to a point where, like, a woman can out-strengthen a man, in other words. But what I wanted to say was, I was just bringing that up because we had talked about that in the last video, was that it's good that she's learning from him, because at the end of the day, you may not be able to do this with a dude, but you can do this to another woman that you're in the boxing match with. You can really learn a lot by observing how the men move and how they function and how they operate, because this they stuff, so they could see stuff from a mile away, which is why he was able to hit her and basically tap her in areas that she wasn't guarding, because this is their stuff. I'm not saying it's not women's stuff too, but you can learn a lot. It's just like with basketball. I grew up playing basketball with the boys, because it was something about, if you play with the boys, because you know they're rough, this is what they do, you can learn. So imagine you taking those skills and bringing it to a, you know what I'm saying, female-based team. You go outshine the other women, because they're just stuck on playing with women. But when you have a woman playing with men, it's like, dang, you could really learn a lot. I really hope that makes sense on what I'm saying. I just used the basketball one because that was how I had grew up, because I played basketball with the boys. So that helped me outshine some of the women that was on my team, because they just were used to playing women. I was playing with men. I was on teams with men back in like my elementary, middle school days. So that's all, if that makes sense.
AJ match. Who saw another camouflage jiu-jitsu match coming? Not us. Not even the spectators.
Here you go.
I can go all day with the camouflage.
You really
jokes.
can.
Once again, the man...
Hey, marketer. Feel like it's getting too crowded on social and search? Meet Taboola Native App.
Man is sporting the blue
so
belt.
Is this like a thing in the army?
In the red belt. The blue belt goes for a knee tap and gets a grip on the gi bottom, which is legal, in case you're wondering. He spins her out and takes her down,
got
landing
shoes on.
inside
She do.
control. The woman tries to use his momentum to roll out of the bottom position, but she just gives up her back instead.
I don't even know how to break that.
Idea, but without any grips or control. This was a pivotal blunder. As a huge jiu-jitsu fan and a one-stripe white belt, it's a bit irritating watching a lot of this match. The girl postures up a bit, and the man just, like, lets her for some reason. He can easily put the hooks in, but he's electing not to do so. Funny how if I were to wear that camo, it could be stolen valor. But this man can wear a blue belt, and there are no repercussions.
Dang, he cold.
Now. The girl breaks away from this position because he made it easy for her to do so. The man hits an outside trip and lands in mount position. He's grapevining her legs so that she can't get a solid base and escape. I just now realized that she's wearing shoes. I hate this tournament.
I pointed that out earlier.
Our girl here almost hits a hip bump escape. She was so close, but simply overpowered. Once again, the guy takes her back, and things look promising. He only has one hook in, though, so he loses position once again. What are you doing? Position over submission, my man.
Move the camera,
After several more mistakes, the man ends up in a lousy turtle position as he tries to secure another takedown.
Keep playing with her at this point.
The woman fends off the takedown and ends up on top. She gets the mount position, and it looks like she's hunting an Ezekiel choke. She's tired, though, and the man rolls her over with ease. He takes her back, and 30th tries a charm. He sinks in the rear naked choke and forces the tap. If you're the guy watching, I'm sorry for being
I thought
critical
he lost.
of
I said...
I didn't mean it. But if he's not there, just know that I stand by everything I said. You know what else I stand by? This channel. And so should you. Hit the like and subscribe buttons to show your support. Drop a comment down below and let us know what you think of these clips. Anything in particular you want to see next?
She hung in there. I gotta give it to her.
Below. Battle of the Purple Belts. I love some slick jiu-jitsu. Seen here is a male and female BJJ sparring session. Of course, sparring and fighting are two different things, but if you're looking for men fighting women, you may be on the wrong website. This is a fairly even and respectful match.
Commentary.
But the one point of dominance in this role is when the male purple belt offsets his training partner.
Dang, he's sweating like crazy.
With an attempted pendulum sweep. He didn't get the move that he was going for, but he got the intended position.
Yeah, I'm trying to see what he's trying to do.
He goes from S-mount to spiderweb beautifully as he attacks an arm. He would have had it too, but time ran out.
Ooh, that was a position. Ooh.
Male versus female sparring. What in the intergender fight club is this?
You tell me.
In an ominous castle's even more ominous basement, someone set up a bunch of dudes and chicks to glove up and go off on each other. We've got a blonde girl going up against a man that's obviously bigger than her, but whatever.
Which one is the man? Those are two females.
Much like
the
people
cap.
who don't know how to fight, they immediately go after each other. Nobody tried to make reads, nobody tried to control distance, and nobody even knows how to spell cardio.
Dang, he going
The girl eats this left hook about as gracefully as I eat on a 50-cent corn dog day at Sonic. The two go at it again in a battle of no technique. She's just eating whatever he throws, and the man swinging like my cat when a
I like
dog
how he capping. It's two males fighting and two women fighting.
Slowed down 3-2 combination and drops his female adversary. This show is called Outside Watch.
This is a show?
It's weird, and it's not my thing. Just mentioning it so they don't copyright us.
Stop!
Mixed sparring ends with a knockdown. This is a fun little session. Things are fast but not powerful, which is a great way to spar. The female checks a kick, and they both take a pause to acknowledge it. Really, it's the girl that's having the most success early on.
He taking
However, the man
her.
throws a body kick that sounded like a whip. Once again, if you felt a perfectly placed shot to the liver, you know the excruciating pain she was in. An honorable mention goes to Pat Barry, training with his fiancée Rose Namajunas. The two are polar opposites.
Training with his fiancée.
In terms of their sex and weight class, but hey, we love to watch some friendly
Dang,
training.
she got
The two were doing an open workout type session where they had some fans and media watching the whole thing. While grappling, Barry sweeps Rose and gets on top. Good technique, but having over 100 pounds on her doesn't help either. Barry puts his entire weight on her and just kind of like starfishes her. Not sure what this technique is called, but I'm going to look into it. He then gets a Kimura grip on Rose and slightly steals
tap
the
out. I'll tap out for you.
He's a retired fighter that coaches her during her championship endeavors.
Wow.
So maybe he just missed the cameras being on him a bit. Namajunas gets up and gets revenge.
That was cold. I don't know what that was, but she did that.
The whole thing was very playful and super fun to watch. It obviously doesn't fit the title, but I threw it in here anyway, because I'm Rose's biggest fan. For anyone that thinks they like Rose more than me, leave a comment down below and we can argue about it.
That was cold. He didn't even know where she was going with that.
That does it for this video.
That was cold.
Which was your favorite entry?
That was cold. Y'all, this was again, when a woman challenges a man, she instantly regrets it. This was a very cool, different type of interesting video. I actually liked it. My favorite, honestly, was that last one, because I didn't know that was his fiance. And then two, that move she did on him was crazy. Like, again, he didn't know where she was going. I don't think she knew where she was. No, I'm playing. She obviously knows where she's going, but that's a cold move. If you ever fight with somebody like that, just take the L. Don't even look, because ain't no tap outs in the real world. There's tap outs when you in MMA and UFC and WWE and all them other stuff. But when it comes to the world, you can't just be like, oh, I'm done. They will go until ain't no pulse in your body. So like I said, just take the L, friend. Take the L. Because at the end of the day, you take an L, it's just a lesson at the end of the day. But, that's a whole nother story. But I love and appreciate each and every single one of you guys. Please go ahead and make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me which one is next in the comment section down below. All my social media is in the description. Y'all see it right here on the screen. On the road to 700K. Thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. I really do love and appreciate you guys. And infinite honors to my Lord Yahuwah, my Adonai Yahushua HaMashiach, for blessing me with everything. this blessing is continuing to be a blessing. I'm just so blessed, grateful, and appreciative that I get to see it day by day. I really do. And at the end of the day, I'm just a vessel that they are using and they're operating and they're functioning in and through. So I got to give credit and honor where it's due. But y'all know me. Y'all have a blessed one, and I will see y'all in the next one.
You can't bring me down. I know who I belong to. Yeah. What? I won't sell my soul. I know my worth.